Hello everyone and welcome to our mini test solving for lesson 15, complex numbers. Here is the mini test, just in case you're here just for the practice. And with that being said, you can pause and screenshot and solve, or you're here to watch along the solving. For our problem number 1, we had to simplify. Here we have 3 complex numbers multiplied together. So this may seem hard, however this example is easier because we can see that if we were to write them down, that we have some z, we would have w and x. We could see that the z and w are actually conjugates, so that this is z and this is conjugate of z, and this is the third one. So when we have this product, we get rid of I altogether, so we wouldn't have I to the power of 3 problems, although that wouldn't be a problem for you because all of you are so smart. With all the knowledge that I offered you, this would not be a problem whatsoever. But since I decided to make it easier, let's get ahead and solve it. So first we get the sum of the squares, so 2 squared plus 1 squared, this is 4 plus 1, and then we multiply that to the third number. So it's 5 times 3 minus 2i, and after that it's 15 minus 10i as the solution. And even if they weren't, we would have something like the first term, just the numbers, then something numbers I, numbers I squared, and then numbers I to the power of 3. But then the I squared would cancel, like the i's would disappear and become a minus sign. I to the power of 3 would become minus I, and then with I altogether you just get something. But of course, y'all are smart enough for that, so it wouldn't be a problem if I were to add that one or this one. This is just an easier test, let's say that. For the next task, we had to find the conjugate and the absolute values, so this is a short and easy one. We just need to find the conjugate, so change the sign in front of the imaginary unit, or the term or the part, and then calculate the distance between the point and the origin. So this is the conjugate, very easy. Now for the absolute value, since they have the same distance from the origin, it doesn't matter which we pick. We can pick this one or this one. We're basically squaring the first one, adding together the square of the second one, and then taking the root of all of that. And this is our distance. And the distance is exactly 5, so this is, I think this, the word for that is Pythagorean triple? I don't know. I could have covered that when we didn't do triangles. Never mind then. Yeah, the answer is 5, that's all that matters. And for the third one, another simple one, we're solving I raised to a completely random number. And now we could subtract multiples of 4 from the exponent, but that's boring, so let's use our decision tree. We see that the number is odd. Then we take the last 2 digits and subtract 1, and see if it's divisible by 4. Well, it does not divide, so 82 divided by 4 is 20.5. So we go back to the 83 and add 1 to make sure it does equal a power of 3, since an odd power can only be the same as the power of 1 or 3, since 4 is a number loop. So we have 84 then, because 83 plus 1 is 84. 84 divided by 4 is 21. There's no remainder, meaning that I is raised to the power of 3, which is minus I. This was all for today's mini test. Hopefully everything went well. If it didn't, I'm always available in the comments to help, or in my Discord, which is linked down below in my socials. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!